So there's 4 pieces, and a lot of this I give credit to my mentor, Travis Sago, who taught me a lot of stuff on offers. Does this work blank? Does this work on Facebook? Does this work in cold DMs? Does this work in content? It works on people, so as long as you're selling to people, it'll work there.
Yo, it's Frankie Finn. Beach mode engaged. Looms loaded, AI's humming. Let's go!
This is also the framework for how you actually start conversations with strangers. So first piece of the puzzle are symptoms. Why symptoms, by the way, and not problems? So I'll give you an example with agency owners. I get messaged all the time. I ran an ad, it didn't work. I cold DM somebody, I'm just getting ghosted. They don't actually know that's an offer problem, by the way. But I'm giving you guys a little bit of a cheat code on this. Probably 8, 9 things. And this is $1 million writer downer. They are buying their way out of their problems and not into your solution. So I call that payroll. One of the problems that they're buying their way out of is the payroll problem, because we assume if we just get them more business that they'll automatically make more money. But actually, as he pointed out, a lot of times if you just bring them stuff, they actually make nothing. Any more guesses what goes on here? I got my own cheat code here. Empty schedule. I call those gaps. What happens, by the way? So I've heard dentists articulate this as the chair is empty. What happens when the chair is empty?
His pockets are getting left.
Yeah, he sees minus $65 an hour going out. He's still paying the hygienist. So when there's gaps in the schedule, so I'd also kind of probably put that together as also no work for the team. So again, it has different flavors in different industries. So the dentist will say, I don't got any work for my hygienist. The lawyer will say, I don't have any work for my paralegal. The general contractor will say, my crews of guys are just standing around doing nothing, right? That's another one of the ones they're buying their way out of. It's not just about more clients. It's about which clients. So I'll give you an example of this. We had a lot of success for years selling to personal injury attorneys. One day, a personal injury attorney said to me, Frankie, I really want the big cases, because he said, I get a small case, I still got to pay my paralegal, I still got to file all the court costs, I still got to organize all the documents. I got to do all that same shit for a big case, but I make 10 times the money. Inventory. So I got a guy in my mastermind, he sells to jewelry stores. You think the jewelry store wants more leads, more sale customers, and all that shit? Or you think he's like, I got $100,000 worth of jewelry behind me that I need to fucking liquidate, right? So there's different flavors, like I said, in different industries, but this is the shit they're buying their way out of. Not into your thing. This is most of the conversation, by the way. And if you're looking to use this in the real world, and I was talking to somebody, we got a guy, for example, he does a couple million a year in the car detailing space. They sell websites and SEO. And one of the big problems that they experience in that space is phone rings. Guy stops working on the car, walks across the shop floor because they don't usually have a receptionist, picks up the phone, and the person says, how much is it to get flames put on the side of my car? And he says, I don't know, $1,200. And the guy says, okay, I'll call you back later. Got to talk to my wife or uncle. And then he goes back, works on the car, phone rings. How much is it to get my windows tinted? I want some big old tires. I don't know why everybody's a redneck when they call it, but they are. Second piece of the puzzle, okay? Outcomes. Cool thing is, if you know what the problem is they're buying their way out of, you know what the outcome they want is, okay? Right? And I'll tell you, the easiest hack to all of this, to create as an outcome, is just to ask them, what kind of clients, customers, patients, jobs, whatever the language is in your industry, which ones do you wish you had more of? Payroll! So the offer, so for them, it's $6,500 a month. If they do that independently, they got to pay the SEO guy $3,000 a month. They got to pay the social media poster $1,500. They got to pay the website guy $1,000, et cetera, et cetera. The Facebook ads guy gets his own thing. They're probably spending $15,000 a month. They are not buying their way into more leads, more sales, more customers. They're saying, I don't even make money now. You're telling me you can cut my bill, $9,000 a month, and that goes right to my bottom line, and I only got one guy to deal with? Right? So they're buying their way out of the payroll problem, not into your thing. Here it is, all right? So firstly, I start my ad with who. It's different for each of you guys. Dentist, roofer, doctor, lawyer. And then I simply describe their symptoms. I'll say, if you, and obviously you kind of got to fit the language a little bit here. I'll describe their symptoms. And then I will say, then we can get you this outcome. And I say, using new and exciting way out. And then I say, without the timer things. But if you want to target the people who aren't stingy as shit, Teams, by the way, is one of my favorite ways to ask how much money are you making. Like if I ask a roofer, I say, hey, do you guys do 10 million? Like some people get offended by the money. Like I'm very private about, like you'll never see me posting screenshots. I'm just not that fucking dude. But if you ask me about my team, right, last I checked, if they got a staff of 20, did they work for free? Right, so you can almost like, you make 70,000, you make 65, you're 80, you're 120, right? You can almost add up how much they're doing. So when we speak to symptoms, we're talking to people with teams. Do you not have work for your teams? Are the guys standing around? Do you got 3 crews of guys but not enough work to keep them busy, right? Like that's talking to somebody who has money. And then if we talk about what they're doing now, so it's a little counterintuitive, but a lot of times, like I remember actually the first time I got brought in as a consultant for a law firm doing $100 million. And they said, we need you as the marketing expert. We desperately need your help. And I'm like, I ain't ever been close to $100 million. Like, what the fuck am I going to tell you guys about marketing? And then you get in there and you realize they actually got more problems, not less. More problems, not less. Right? So they were like running TV ads. They got to buy media. So for them, that's like they got to talk to NBC, ABC. They got to negotiate rates. They got to get creatives made. They got to film it. They got to edit it. They got to chop it up. They got to sketch it. They got a whole team of people. And that's just like one thing they're doing. They got radio and billboards and SEO and pay-per-click, and they're doing TikTok and Instagram. They're like, somebody help us with this mountain of shit.
Buy my book, or I will show up in your dreams and read all of the terms and conditions for all that software you signed up in a quiet, whispery voice for hours and hours.